This morning, as the graduates enter, they will be led by the Clint ISD Ceremonial Mace and 2 gonfalons, conveying scholarship, confidence, and triumph. The Clint ISD Ceremonial Mace symbolizes the governing authority and integrity of the school board. The district seal, boldly mounted atop the staff, symbolizes that the board is the custodian of excellence in learning and scholarship for all Clint ISD students. The mace bearer, a distinguished student chosen by the school, opens commencement by carrying the mace as a reminder of the commitment of the school board to provide the finest education and scholarly opportunities for our students. Adding pride and dignity to the ceremony, the mace is followed by 2 gonfalons, which signify the district and the school. To be selected a banner bearer and lead the school in procession is considered an honor. At this moment, please stand to receive our graduating seniors and remain standing for the presentation of colors, our national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Texas Pledge.
Good morning. My name is Iseli Peña, and I am the senior class president. Please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Mountain View High School JROTC Color Guard. Color Guard is commanded by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Gabriela Miranda. Members are Cadet Major Emily Garcia, Cadet First Class Jesus Rojas, Cadet Sergeant First Class Giselle Quintero, and Cadet Sergeant First Class Jesus Herrera. Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by the Mountain View High School Band and our very own Armando Medellin. Ms. Isabel Aguilera will recite the Pledge of Allegiance, and Mr. Leviticus Macias will recite the Texas Pledge. Please remain standing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please remain standing until the color guard posts the flags and has exited. Thank you. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Jonathan Powell, our interim principal and assistant principal. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Good morning. My name is Jonathan Powell, and I am one of the very proud assistant principals of Mountain View High School. We are here to join the commencement exercises for our graduates. Congratulations to the class of 2017. First, let me take the time to thank our faculty and staff at Mountain View High School for their dedication and support to our students. They have spent countless hours outside of the school day giving their all to ensure the success of our students. You are a true group of professionals. Students, this morning during this graduation ceremony, you will deservedly receive the honors and praise that you all deserve. This class began the Health Professions Academy at Mountain View High School. You proudly and successfully represented us at the competitions such as band, robotics, Business Professionals of America, law enforcement, and ROTC. Our girls' athletic teams were district champs in volleyball and district and by-district champions in basketball. Our boys and girls track teams were both district champions. As a class, you can proudly take your place among the past graduates of Mountain View High School. Remember, once a Lobo, always a Lobo. The diplomas you will be receiving represent years of hard work, commitment, dedication, and achievement, and will mark the end of one chapter and the beginning of a new chapter of your life. I hope you can find a moment to feel how tremendous that is. Take time to enjoy this accomplishment before the next big challenge begins. All of you are about to face the next phase of your life. Some of you will enter into the workforce and start providing for your family. For many of you, this new challenge will be college. Some of the colleges and universities that these graduates will be attending are UTEP, New Mexico State University, El Paso Community College, Sul Ross State University, Midwestern State University in Wichita Falls, Sam Houston State University in Huntsville, Ridgewater College in Wilmar, Minnesota, and Cornell University in Ithaca, New York. Some of you have made the noble decision to serve your country in the military. The future is an amazing place. Your success is not guaranteed by being a graduate. Indeed, far from it. We live in a fast-paced world where you will only be as good as your last job. This changing world offers you unparalleled opportunities and some very difficult challenges. Trust and believe in yourself. You would not be here if we as a school district did not believe in you. You have the potential to be all you want to be. Today is a celebration of all that is good about our students, teachers, and school. It is wonderful to look out on you all and feel that energy that comes on graduation day. I am excited about the future for each of you. Thank you.
Buenos días, padres de familia y alumnos. Mi nombre es Hilda Domínguez y soy una de las orgullosas subdirectoras de la preparatoria de Mountain View High School. Estamos aquí para llevar a cabo nuestra ceremonia de graduación. Demos la bienvenida y felicitemos a la clase de graduanda del 2017. Antes que nada, quiero agradecer a los profesores y miembros del equipo de trabajo de Mountain View High School por su dedicación y apoyo a nuestros estudiantes. Ellos han dedicado un sinnúmero de horas más allá de sus días laborales, haciendo su mayor esfuerzo para garantizar el éxito de nuestros estudiantes. Ustedes son un grupo de verdaderos profesionales. Alumnos, esta mañana ustedes recibirán el reconocimiento, encomio y los honores que se merecen. Su clase fue la pionera de nuestro programa académico de profesionales de la salud. Ustedes orgullosa y exitosamente nos representaron en competencias de banda, de robótica, ciencias militares, cumpliendo de la ley y del Club de Empresarios de América. Sus equipos atléticos femeninos obtuvieron campeonatos distritales en voleibol y tanto distrital como bidistrital en baloncesto. Sus equipos de pista y campo, femenino y masculino, fueron también campeones distritales. Como clase graduada, pueden sentirse orgullosos de su posición distinguida entre otras generaciones. Recuerden, una vez te conviertes en lobo, lo eres para siempre. Los diplomas que estarán por recibir representan años de arduo esfuerzo, compromiso, dedicación y logros que marcan el final de un capítulo de su vida y el comienzo de uno nuevo. Disfruten la fabulosa sensación que se deriva al reconocerlo. Aparten tiempo para disfrutar su logro antes que se aproximen los siguientes grandes retos por venir. Todos ustedes están por enfrentar la siguiente etapa de sus vidas. Algunos se unirán a la fuerza laboral y comenzarán a proveer materialmente para sus familias. Para muchos otros, su nuevo reto será la universidad. Algunas de las instituciones a las que asistirán incluyen la Universidad de Texas en El Paso, la Universidad Estatal de Nuevo México, el Colegio Comunitario de El Paso, la Universidad Estatal Sul Ross, la Universidad Estatal del Medio Oeste en Wichita Falls, la Universidad Estatal Sam Houston en Huntsville, el Colegio Ridgewater en Wilmar, Minnesota, y la Universidad de Cornell en Ithaca, New York. Otros tantos tomarán la noble decisión de enlistarse en alguna rama de las Fuerzas Armadas y servir a nuestra nación. El futuro es un lugar maravilloso. Su éxito no está garantizado por haberse graduado. Vivimos en un mundo con un ritmo acelerado donde nuestro valor se mide en base al desempeño en nuestro empleo más reciente. Este mundo de constantes cambios les ofrece oportunidades sin igual y muchos duros desafíos. Confíen y crean en ustedes mismos. Ustedes no habrían llegado hasta aquí si nuestro distrito no hubiera confiado en sus habilidades. Ustedes tienen el potencial de llegar a hacer todo lo que quieran hacer. Hoy celebramos todo lo bueno de nuestros estudiantes, maestros y nuestra escuela Mountain View High School. Es fantástico mirar alrededor, ver esta hermosa emoción de sus rostros y sentir la contagiosa energía que nos invade cuando llega un día de graduación. Verdaderamente me emociona verlos encaminarse a cada uno de ustedes hacia su futuro. Gracias.
Graduates, we now have a special message for you, the 2017 Mountain View graduates.
Hello, Lobos. Let me take this opportunity to thank you for allowing me to share with you the joy and happiness of this incredible Lobo graduation day. Primeramente, quiero agradecer a las familias y los padres Lobo para permitir la comunidad escolar de Montana Vista a educar a sus hijos. Felicitaciones a sus agraciados Lobos. Lobo class of 2017, always remain Lobo strong. And remember that today is just one of many milestones that you will accomplish in your life. Keep working toward your dreams and always remain lifelong learners. If you can picture it, you can become it. Never forget that Montana Vista is your home and that Mountain View High School is very proud of you. Lobos, may God always bless you. And remember that your principal will always love you. Felicidades.
It is with great honor and privilege to introduce to you Miss Yuseli Peña, our senior class president.
Thank you. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone here in this beautiful morning, including parents and family members, who, without their help and encouragement, we would not be in the Don Haskins Center. Secondly, we seniors would like to thank our faculty and staff, who, with their hard work and dedication, has made this home of ours, Mountain View High School, the best one yet. And lastly, but surely not the least, I'd like to congratulate every single graduate here, for I am positive all the steps taken to get to this point were not easy, but worth it. That's why today we are here to celebrate and accept these accomplishments. If there's one thing I would like for everyone to remember today, it would be that no matter what happens in life, it is never the end. No one ever fails. They've simply found ways that will not work. Class of 2017, I wish you the best, and may you strive and prosper in any endeavor you encounter. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce and welcome Mr. Martin Mota, Social Studies teacher and Student Council sponsor.
Good morning to all and all our guests. My name is Martin Mota, and it's with great honor that I introduce our special guest today. With us this morning are board members of the Clint Independent School District. First Vice President, Ms. Mary Macias. Second Vice President, Ms. Claudia Perez. Board Member, Mr. Robert Lara. Board Member, Ms. Hilda James. And our Superintendent, Mr. Juan Martinez. Oh, my apologies. Also Board Member, Mr. Fred Martinez. And I would also like to acknowledge the board members not present with us with a round of applause, please. We are also joined by members of the Cabinet and Central Office. Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Sylvia Garza. Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. James Littlejohn. Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Donna Klein. Director of Human Resources, Mr. Rene Chavez. Director of Public Relations, Ms. Laura Cade. And our Chief Technology Officer, Mr. Philip Acosta. Celebrating with us today are the area principals. Principal of East Montana Middle School, Dr. Juanita Guerra. Our District Alternative Education Program, Ms. Barbara Peña. Principal of Montana Vista Elementary, Mr. King Castillo. Principal of Red Sands Elementary, Mr. Jaime Hernandez. Principal of Horizon High School, Ms. Elena Acosta. And Principal of Clint High School, Mr. Garrett Ritchie. Thank you all for being with us today, and truly honored and appreciative of your support. Our two honored guests and distinguished members of our learning community joining us today are Dr. Armando Aguirre, Executive of Region 19, and Mr. Richard Castro, owner of Castro Enterprises. Thank you, honored guests, for being a part of our ceremony. I would like to thank our assistant principals for their leadership throughout the school year. Ms. Hilda Dominguez, Mr. Jonathan Powell, and Mr. Richard Stout. Our students could not have completed their journey without their guidance and support from their counselors. Lead counselor, Mr. Joel Cobos. Counselor, Ms. Cristina Flores. And our college and career facilitator, Ms. Brenda Reda. We would also like to thank our curriculum coach, Ms. Adriana Alvarez. We would like to recognize Mountain View High School's Rookie Teacher of the Year, Ms. Cynthia De Santiago. And Mountain View High School's Teacher of the Year, our very own Ms. Sylvia Santa Cruz. Last but not least, please give our senior class sponsor, Ms. Leslie Cordova, a round of applause for all her hard work and dedication and commitment to the class of 2017. Let's welcome Ms. Dominguez and Mr. Powell, who will identify the recipients of the Lobo Awards.
The Lobo Awards are issued to honor seniors at graduation that have overcome adversity. Students are recognized for displaying courage, success, and resiliency. This award is not based on academic merit, but is a testament to a student's dedication. Students were nominated by their teachers, and a faculty committee selected the individuals to receive this prestigious award. In December 2015, this young lady was done with school. She did not want to do any work, and frankly, she did not care. A month later, she dropped out of high school. Life for her was not perfect at that time. 8 months later, she returned to school. Everyone saw that she was doing well and she was working very hard. It soon became evident that she was dedicated to earning her credits and receiving her diploma. Once she committed to that goal, nothing would stand in her way. Not only did she complete all her courses, she started to help other students with their work. This young lady went out of her way and gave her time so that others could graduate. She has become a true inspiration, a reminder that no matter what life throws your way, you can work to reach your dreams. She models for us how even after you have been down, things can turn positive with hard work and dedication. You have made us so proud, Ms. Dominic Munoz. Congratulations. Number 9. The following student is relentlessly motivated and strongly dedicated to his future and educational goals. Despite many, this student has pulled through and has not faltered. His amazing determination and headstrong belief to stay focused on his educational and career goals, this student has been accepted to both EPCC and UTEP. His humble and unique personality make him stand out from a crowd. He's always respectful and is not afraid to ask for help. With his grandmother's guidance, he has come to be a young man who is personable, mature, and bright. These are qualities that are necessary in the world today and what will help ensure this young man has a bright future. Mr. Uciel Alvarado Ayala, please come forward and receive your award. The next recipient is a young lady. The next recipient is a young lady who is described by her teacher as an amazing person. At a personal level, this student has coped with several difficulties, hard enough to make most people give up. However, those struggles have made her a stronger individual. Through all the challenges, hardships life has given her, she has kept a positive attitude and a high-spirited drive while earning her diploma. Ms. Deborah Serrano, please join us on stage. The next Lobo Award goes to a student that has been through difficulties in his life, but they have not prevented him from being the person he is today. Beginning at age 8, he found himself dealing with a difficult family situation, and at age 12, his living situation was changed again. He learned to deal with these difficulties by being involved in sports, particularly baseball. His teachers have stated, "This young man is loving, caring, passionate, funny, motivated, and just an amazing young man. He can light up any room and put a smile on the gloomiest of teachers." His plans are to attend Ridgewater College to play baseball. Mr. Sergio Ponce, it is our pleasure to recognize you with the Lobo Award. The next recipient has overcome adversity through the personal challenges her family has faced. She never allowed these obstacles to stand in her way of becoming a successful individual. She was raised by her grandmother and never received special privileges. Through all of this, she managed to become a better person and an exemplary citizen. She comes to class with a beautiful smile and a positive attitude. She takes a lot of pride in her work and her personal appearance. One of her accomplishments has been to receive her cosmetology license. Please give Ms. Gemma Campa a round of applause.
Thank you, Ms. Dominguez. I would like to thank the teachers at Mountain View High School for their nominations and the committee that selected the individuals to receive these awards. Committee members were Ms. Payanes, Ms. Reda, Mr. Cobos, Ms. Flores, Ms. Cordova, Mr. Mota, and Ms. Dominguez. I will now present the last of the recipients of these awards. This young man has faced adversity at different levels. He has lived in several states and has had many hardships in his life. Most recently, he left school to find employment, but quickly realized that he needed to return to school. Upon his return, he was determined to improve his grades, his attendance, and receive his diploma. All of his accomplishments are a credit to his perseverance and drive for success, as he has no family living in El Paso. This young man walks to work and does not complain, but is grateful that he is employed. Mr. Alan Denton, you are an inspiration to us. Imagine living in a foreign country near the beach. Then the military assigns your father to Fort Bliss and our desert landscape. This young lady did exactly that. She moved. She is described as being caring, friendly, and motivated. One of her biggest challenges coming to El Paso was not speaking any Spanish. She has learned to pick up important words and phrases that have helped her adapt. Coming from a military family, her strengths include acceptance, adaptability, and perseverance. Her teacher admires her persistence in clocking in her cosmetology hours, even if she had to stay up late to complete her assignments. Additionally, she works on the weekends and was able to finally purchase a car that almost immediately had to be fixed. But she did not allow this to bring her down. Instead, she viewed it as a challenge and turned it into a positive. Mr. Mota often refers to her as Kelly. Miss Jennifer Kelly, please come forward and accept the Lobo Award. The next Lobo Award goes to a remarkable student athlete who truly meets the expectation of being a student before an athlete. This young man has been raised by his grandparents and has had many challenges in his life, to include the loss of his parents. He has demonstrated leadership, accountability, and integrity in various scenarios through the years. He is not only a role model in the classroom, but on the athletic playing field. During football, he took the role of a leader as many students gravitated to him as a big brother for representing what a Mountain View Lobo football player is all about. He strives to be the best he can be and is described by his coaches as tenacious and determined, truly admirable traits. Congratulations, Mr. Eduardo Ledesma Francois. Please come forward. The last female recipient is a true essence of what it means to be a Lobo. Her drive and determination to finish high school was displayed as she doubled up in her core subject areas. She has done so even though there were people that would tell her it couldn't be done. She has proven that she can overcome any obstacle in her life. Her personal challenges made achieving her goal of completing high school difficult, but not impossible. She has a great attitude and respect for others. She is committed to being successful. Miss Gloria Zuniga, please step forward. The last recipient is a young man who has completely changed from his freshman year to today. This young man is very joyful, always displaying a smile that is contagious with anyone that crosses his path. There is always a happy disposition about him. He had many triumphs this past year. Among them, he was chosen to participate in the El Paso East versus West All-Star football game. This past year in school, he has taken his grades very seriously and took the initiative to jump right into his assignments. He gladly helps anyone in need of assistance. One of his teachers best describes him in the following manner. 3 years later, he not only saw the light, but he is the light. Mr. John Zavala, please accept the last Lobo Award. And how about another round of applause for our 10 Lobo. It is my pleasure to welcome Ms. Cordova and Mr. Mota, who will be presenting Mr. and Mrs. Mountain View High School.
Mr. and Miss MVHS is one of the highest recognitions selected by the teachers at Mountain View High School. Each student bestowed with this honor is at the top of their class, involved in various organizations, and members of sports.
Our Miss MVHS is an all-around athlete. She has been involved in volleyball, cross country, basketball, and track all 4 years of her high school life. Her athletic abilities have qualified her for state competitions in both cross country and track. Additionally, she displays a high level of character as a member of the National Honor Society. This young lady has been involved in student council throughout her high school career, and she held the secretary position this year. She was also the treasurer for the class of 2017. She is a top of her class, displaying an outstanding work ethic. Midwestern University in Wichita Falls, Texas will be her home away from home. Miss MVHS 2017 is our very own Michelle Estrada. Please give her a round of applause.
Our Mr. MVHS can be heard every morning practicing his tuba. He is a 4-year band member and is qualified for state in ATSB and solo and ensemble. He is also part of the ROTC and Cadet Challenge team that has competed at the national level. Luis is also part of the National Honor Society and an officer of the Hispanic Honor Society. He not only loves to work out physically, but challenges himself mentally. His strong work ethic is shown today as he is our current salutatorian. He plans to attend Cornell University in New York. Your Mr. MVHS is Mr. Luis Delgadillo. Please help me welcome Ms. Reda with a round of applause.
Good afternoon. We are proud to announce that the class of 2017 brought in $7.2 million in scholarship money. At this time, I would like to recognize those students that received a scholarship. These students worked extremely hard in becoming scholarship recipients from our university, a trade school, and one of our military branches. A special congratulations goes to this student who has shown dedication throughout his 4 years. His smile is contagious, and his personality and drive are some of his most amazing qualities. This student will be attending Cornell University and will be given a full ride in scholarships and grants. Luis himself brought in $500,000 in scholarship money. He was given other scholarships from Baylor, Cornell, St. Mary's, Our Lady of the Lake, Abilene Christian University, UT Austin, and UTEP. Congratulations, Luis. At this time, will all students who have received a scholarship this school year or are entering the military please stand and be recognized? All these scholarships are well deserved. Way to go, Lobos. You may now be seated. At this time, please help me welcome Mr. Cobos, lead counselor, who will recognize our DAP students.
Good morning. We would also like to recognize students who graduated under the Distinguished Achievement Plan. There are 11 seniors who have achieved above and beyond the recommended high school course of study. These students have completed at least 4 advanced measures, including a 3rd year of a foreign language, maintained an 85 class average in dual credit classes or technology preparation, or have received at least a score of a 3 on 1 or more advanced placement exams. Long hours of study and extreme dedication have paid off. Students graduating under the Distinguished Achievement Plan are wearing a silver cord to signify this accomplishment. We would like for these seniors to stand up to be recognized by their family and peers. Congratulations to the class of 2017. Ms. Flores will now announce the top 10% of the class of 2017.
At this time, we would like to recognize the students who graduated in the top 10% of the class. Students, please stand up. Top 10%. Top 10%. Thank you. Students, you may take your seats. The top 10 graduating seniors of the class of 2017 will not be recognized.
Students, as we call your name, please join Mr. Powell and remain standing to be recognized. Names will be read in descending order. Number 10, Darby Soblaski. Daughter of Lorena Soblaski and Armando Martinez. Number 9, Ms. Yuseli Peña, daughter of Oscar and Maria Peña. Number 8, Ms. Jocelyn Roman, daughter of Lizette Garcia and Ricardo Roman. Number 7, Daniel Reyes, son of Teresita Macias. Number 6, Mr. Robert Rodriguez, son of Sandra Aguilar and Robert Rodriguez. Ms. Flores will now recognize the top 5.
Number 5, Stephanie Jimenez, daughter of Maria de la Luz Sanchez and Rene Ruiseco. Number 4, Stephen J. Rubio, son of Juan Carlos and Joanne Rubio. Number 3, Daniel E. Soto, son of Eddie and Guadalupe Soto. Number 2, Luis P. Delgadillo, son of Delfina Delgadillo and Jesus Antonio Loya. Number 1, Jonathan H. Lopez, son of Yvette Loya and Jaime Lopez. Will the parents of the top 10 seniors please stand to be recognized? Thank you, parents, for your support. Please help me welcome Ms. Alexis Guerrero and Mr. Brian Marquez, yearbook staff members.
Our senior year has been full of wonderful memories. As part of the yearbook staff, we made it our mission to capture every special moment. I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Blystone for their guidance and making this possible. We would also like to recognize Jeanette Garcia for her help with the yearbook. Mr. Martinez and board members, we would also like to thank you for your support. It is with great honor that we present this year's yearbook to Mr. Martinez, our superintendent.
Congratulations, Lobos. Before I begin, let me tell you that gift that you just gave me is your yearbook. It'll be displayed for an entire year at the central office. And after that, well, basically I use it to take pictures of it. When I need to find out who you are and where you are, I'll be looking for you. That's why we use the yearbook, but it'll be at the central office. Before I begin, let me introduce Mr. Castro. Reintroduce him. He was introduced earlier. Mr. Richard Castro is a friend of Clint ISD. He is a CEO and owner of Castro Enterprises that owns and operates more than 25 McDonald's in El Paso. He employs over 1,000 employees here in El Paso. Through the Council of Regional Economic Expansion and Educational Development, Mr. Castro has been instrumental in providing funds to Clint ISD to pay for the full tuition for teachers to get their master's degree. As a result, more teachers in our district will be able to provide additional dual credit to students in our district. Last year alone, the organization donated $50,000 to our teachers so they could go back to school and get their master's degree. He just informed me that he has an additional check for the school district. Thank you, Mr. Castro. But in addition, Mr. Castro is the founder of ACER. It's an organization that has grown as one of the largest scholarship programs for Hispanic students. The organization has awarded over $25 million to Hispanic students across the nation. Many of those students graduated from our schools, including Clint High School, Mountain View High School, Horizon High School, and SECA. And this year we had 3 students who received the honors, and they were the recipients from the scholarships sponsored by Mr. Castro. Mr. Castro is here today to present our valedictorian, Jonathan Lopez, with his graduation diploma. Jonathan is also one of the students whom Mr. Castro has helped to achieve his dreams. Once again, thank you, Mr. Castro, for your friendship to Clint ISD and for your humanitarian spirit to help our students succeed. Please help me give Mr. Castro again a round of applause. Lobos, congratulations to each and every one of you. All of us today are very, very proud of you. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2017. Graduates, you are a very special class to me in particular. 4 years ago, in 2013, you began your new chapter in your life when you came to Mountain View High School as freshmen. But before I continue, let me just say a few words in Spanish. Queridos padres, abuelitos, tíos, hermanos, hermanas, familias y amigos de los graduandos. Es un honor para mí llegar a este momento de la graduación de sus hijos, de sus hijas, de sus nietos, sus sobrinos, y es por eso que a nombre de los maestros, los administradores, la mesa directiva y el mío en particular, quiero felicitarlos por este gran logro de sus hijos. Les agradecemos su apoyo, su confianza y les damos gracias por permitirnos ser parte de la educación de sus hijos. Estos 4 años han sido muy especiales para ellos y para nosotros también. Con el más sincero respeto para todos ustedes, sus hijos y sus familias, les deseamos muchas, pero muchas felicidades. Graduates, as I was telling you 4 years ago in 2013, you came to Mountain View High School as freshmen. I am sure that you were probably nervous, probably excited, and probably happy. Maybe worried, not knowing what the future will hold for you. 4 years ago, I also joined this wonderful school district as superintendent. Me too. I was nervous, I was excited, I was happy, I was perhaps very worried, not knowing what the future would hold for me. So after 4 years, they went by quickly. Here we are. I am no longer worried, I am no longer nervous. On the contrary, I am extremely happy, very excited for each of you. You are the reason that teachers, counselors, administrators, and all of us have worked together these 4 years to make sure that all of you reach this milestone. And as I reflected on these 4 years, I realized that you are a combination of many attributes. In fact, if the audience or if you have noticed, our Lobos are the quiet class. You're really quiet class. You don't say much to me, but you are very focused. You are very driven. I try to speak to you constantly, but you are just quiet, but you know exactly what you want. You know what you want to accomplish in life. I've spoken to so many of you, but I know that even during your quietness, you know exactly what you want. Right, Luis and Jonathan, and many others that I could name? Others among you are true leaders. You have learned to question, to ask, to expect. Among you are also students who face very serious challenges, and yet, here you are. Nothing stopped you. You persevered and worked hard, and I am honored to graduate each and every one of you today. Overall, you are the class with the spirit of hard work. You have the spirit of determination, of resilience. I have learned from you that you don't have to be funny, you don't have to make noise, you have to work hard, and that is more important than talent. Stephen King said, "Talent is cheaper than table salt." What separates a talented individual from the successful one is a lot of hard work. And students, that is you. Overall, I see you as the hardest working class that I have ever seen. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Let me tell you, students, you are simply an amazing group of hardworking young men and women, and you just never give up. That is true with Michelle. Where are you, Michelle? I know you never give up. You know, I keep telling the Estrada family to keep having children. We need more runners in Montana and Mountain View. Because of your hard work and dedication, I have no doubt that you will become successful doctors, nurses, engineers, scientists, teachers, school administrators, musicians, business people, and anything else or any profession that you wish to follow. Now, students, please look at the medal that you received. Look at the back of the medal. What does it read? What does it read? You got that right. Never give up. It reads, never give up. Never give up pursuing your dreams and your aspirations in life. But most of all, never give up pursuing your goals in the same way that you have done this 4 years through hard work, resilience, and commitment. This medal is given to you as a gift on behalf of your teachers, on behalf of your administrators, on behalf of the school board, and more importantly, on behalf of your parents and the Clint ISD family. As you go on to the world, and if you find telling yourself that you cannot accomplish your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, that life is too hard, hold on to this medal. And please remember, you are not alone. Students, let me say that again, you are not alone. I met with you, all of you, just about 3 weeks ago. And I spoke to you, and I shared with you my own personal journey. Now when you leave, remember you have my cell phone number, each and every one of you. And I'm being serious and I'm being honest. If you ever need anything, please call that number, and we will always find ways to help you and assist you. And if I don't have the answers, I'm sure our teachers or administrators will work together with me so that we can find ways to help you. Remember that number, keep it on your contacts. Now, this medal was custom made for you. It will remind you to never what? Never give up. Never give up. This medal will remind you that nothing is impossible for those who graduate from Mountain View High School, and nothing is impossible for those who have learned the value of hard work, just as you have done these 4 years. Now let me hear that chant that has made you, separates you from everyone else, that yo sí le voy. Finally, may God bless each and every one of you. Congratulations to the class of 2017.
I would like to introduce our second highest ranking graduate with a GPA of 98.697, our salutatorian, Mr. Luis P. Delgadillo. Luis, please come forward and deliver your salutatorian address.
Good morning, fellow classmates, family and friends, teachers, faculty and staff, administration, and board members. Thank you all for being here. Today we are celebrating the graduation of the Mountain View High School class of 2017. Yesterday, Jonathan and I were breaking our heads, attempting to come up with something memorable to say today. Then we realized that we've been to the past 4 graduations and we can't recall most of what was said. And at first, I was terrified to come up here, mainly because I'm very shy, and also because of my accent. But then I came to a conclusion that if 1 month, or 1 year, or even 5 minutes from now, all you recall is just a tiny part of our speech, and not the way that I pronounce it, then I have succeeded in my speech. I would like to thank 4 things today. One of them is my parents for always supporting my decisions, even if it meant waking up at 5:50 in the morning every day for 4 years to take me to rehearsal. I also want to thank them for truly being there for me every step of the way. Granted, they could not always help me, but I knew I could count on them. For them, I will be eternally grateful. Gracias, mamá y papá, por haberme apoyado durante toda mi vida. Y muchas gracias por haber sacrificado tantas cosas por el bienestar de mí y mis hermanos. Nunca hubiera logrado todo esto sin su dedicación como padres. Pese a todos los problemas en los que los metí, nunca dejaron de creer en mí. Me motivaron a ser una mejor persona y a salir adelante en la vida. Gracias. Los amo. The second thank you is for my teachers. They encouraged me to become a better student and in doing so, an overall better person. They have given me the motivation to strive for better things in life, for better things for myself and for my family. And specifically, I want to thank Miss Beach, she's here right now, for always believing in me even when I didn't do so myself. The third is every single one of you sitting in front of me today. Whether we are friends or not, whether we have ever even talked, you have influenced me in one way or another. You have made me realize three very important things. One of them is that life is too short to worry about people that do not care about you. Two, that we should not always take ourselves seriously. And three, that some of the most important people in our lives can come from anywhere at any time, so we must always remain open-hearted. Finally, I would like to thank God because every single person He has placed in my life, every single person who is currently part of my life, is a blessing that I profoundly believe I do not deserve. And every day that I wake up, I look at my family, I look at my friends, and realize that regardless of what might have happened, what is happening, or what will happen, I live a wonderful life because you are part of it. I want to conclude my speech with a quote from elementary principal, Mr. G, as some of us know him. Every morning he said this, and at the time I always thought it was a little silly, but now I realized that, at least for me, it was life-changing. Whatever situation you're in, whatever obstacles lay ahead of you, remember to never give up, never give in to despair. Wherever you end up is truly up to you and the course you take in life. Like Mr. G always said, remember, the choice is yours. Granted, he was referring to what we were to choose to eat at the cafeteria, but I think it can be applied here. Finally, God bless y'all. Thank you very much. And congratulations, class of 2017. You made it.
Good morning. I am Richard Stout, one of the proud assistant principals here at Mountain View High School. And now I would like to recognize our highest ranking graduate. This young man will graduate with a 99.839 GPA. He is an active member of our Lobo band. We would like to recognize him with this certificate. Mr. Jonathan Lopez, please accept this honor. Additionally, Jonathan received a cord for his dual credit accrual, is a member of the National Honor Society, and a Distinguished Achievement Program graduate, to name a few of his achievements. He will now deliver the valedictorian address.
Buenos días. Me gustaría comenzar mi discurso fríamente calculado, agradeciendo a algunas personas. Y digo fríamente calculado porque la directora Domínguez lo ha calculado fríamente. Porque las cosas fríamente calculadas solo se les llama así si alguien las calcula con frialdad. Y cuando se calculan...
Cállate, cállate, que nos desesperas.
Es que no me tienen paciencia.
Adelante.
No, ya voy atrás.
Me refiero a que prosigas con tu discurso.
Gracias. Quiero agradecer a Dios y a mis padres porque son el fundamento de absolutamente todo mi éxito. Sin ellos no sería nada. También le agradezco al resto de mi familia y a mis más cercanos amigos por su amor y su apoyo. Good morning. I'd like to take a moment to thank God and my parents because they are the foundation of absolutely all of my success. Without them, I would be nothing. I also thank the rest of my family and my friends for their love and support. Thank you to all the wonderful educators that I have had the privilege of studying under, and thank you to the schools and the district's administration, especially Mr. Martinez. Thank you, sir, for all that you've done for me. Also, a special thanks to Mr. Castro, who has already been acknowledged for his support. All of these amazing people have helped me create what I believe will be some of the most memorable years of my life, and I'm sure a lot of the graduates here today would agree. You all will take with you the countless memories you have created. I will share with you a few of the memories that my fellow, but confused, top 10 graduates have shared with me. Darby Soblowski will look back and laugh at Mr. F's admiration for someone that he once referred to as Robert Einstein. Yeseli Peña won't forget finishing high school as rank 9 despite often ditching class to go grab some lunch. Jocelyn Roman will take with her all the fun times that she had with the Cordova lunch squad. Daniel Reyes will remember Mr. Blystone's brutal but congratulatory slaps on the back upon successful IT certification. Robert Rodriguez will never forget throwing our beloved but fully clothed teachers into the pool last week. Stephanie Jimenez says she knew senior year would be full of unforgettable challenges, but she did not expect to be brought to tears by the equation 2 minus 1. Luis Delgadillo will take with him the memory of BPA's Boston trip, in which they broke a world record. Stephen Rubio, Daniel Soto, and I will forever cherish the friendship that we've had since middle school and how the power of music has binded us. We have always helped and supported each other unconditionally, despite our pranks and fights. There are other things at Mountain View that I could not forget, even if I wanted to. I will never forget Mr. Neff's constant crazy screaming. I will never forget Ms. Ramirez saying, "Holy cow." I will never forget the high fives I get from Mr. Mota every time I see him. Oh, and who could forget Ms. Parada's perfumes? Or Mr. Corral's vicious pen clicking? Or that one time Mrs. Beach chased me around the band room with a fly swatter? Or all those times that she inspired me musically and otherwise? Or the stately but loving presence of the proudest, bravest Lobo of them all, Mr. Harrington? Now that I've had a chance to talk about the past, I leave you, the Lobo class of 2017, with a question for the future. Not too long ago, Mr. Villalobos shared something that one of his former professors asked his class. He asked, "Why do they teach long division in school?" Any guesses? Well, his reason was that one day, a kid who will change the world will need to learn long division to do so. My question is, what will you take from Mountain View that you will use to change the world? Thank you and congratulations.
At this time, Mr. Martinez, our superintendent, will certify the class of 2017.
Ready, Lobos? I hereby certify that the students of the class of 2017, class of Mountain View High School, have successfully completed all required courses set forth by the Texas State Board of Education and the Clint Independent School District Board of Trustees. And therefore, I now officially declare the eligible students in the class of 2017 as graduates of Mountain View High School this 30th day of May 2017. Congratulations once again, Lobos.
I ask that the Clint Independent School District Board members take your places to award the diplomas to the graduates.
Jonathan Lopez. Luis Delgadillo. Daniel Eduardo Soto. Steven Rubio. Stephanie Jimenez. Robert Rodriguez. Daniel Reyes. Jocelyn Roman. Giseli Peña. Darby Sublaski. José Hernández. Rosa Acevedo. Victor Acevedo. Gabriela Aguilar. Isabel Aguilera Herrera. Romel Aguirre. Yatsin Aguirre. Brianna Almanza. Heidi Alvarado. Jorge Alvarado. Uciel Alvarado Ayala. Edwin Alvidres Román. Ramón Apodaca. Adriana Arellanes. Angel Ávila. Paola Ávila. Angel Basurto. Kevin Baumgartner. Daniel Benavides. Paulina Bolivar. Diego Bonilla. Donna Bustillos. Gema Campa. Alfredo Cano. Cristian Cardona Chávez.
Natalie Carrion. Juan Casas. Itzel Castillo. Aaron Castro. Andrea Cataño. Jaylene Celis. Marco Cervantes. Ariel Chacon. Alan Chives. Alejandra Chavez. Michelle Sid. Ashley Collazo. Brandon Colunga. Leslie Contreras. Milagros Corral. Cristian Corralejo. Iris Cortez. Daniel Cosio. Crystal Cruz. Jesse de la Torre. Alan Denton. Josué Guillén. Diana Dilworth. Edith Dominguez. Gilbert Duran. Alma Escobedo. Yolanda Esparza. Michelle Estrada. Oscar Figueroa Alvidres. Crystal Flores. Daniela Flores. Eddie Flores. Nicole Flores. Diana Flores Olivas.
Don't forget Daddy, miss.
Eduardo Ledesma Francois. Silvia Gallegos. Ashley Garcia. Jeanette Garcia. Jessica Garcia. Leslie Garcia. Martin Garcia. Miriam Garcia. Manuel Gómez. Fabian González. Brenda Govea. Pinky Granados. Alexis Guerrero. Manuel Guzmán. Brian Hernández. Jennifer Hinojos. Kevin Holguín. Isaac Ibarra. Cristina Juárez. Jennifer Kelly. Alejandro Lerma. Raven López. Agustín Acosta. Alex Loya. Anaí Luján. Leviticus Macías. Samantha Maldonado Pérez. Stephanie Marceleno.
Brian Márquez. Christopher Marufo, Saban McLean, Armando Medellin, Adolfo Medina, Miguel Ángel Mejía, Karen Méndez, Ana Luisa Mendoza, Ricardo Miranda, Emily Misques, Georgina Morales, Dominic Muñoz, Dora Muñoz, Jared Muñoz, Efren Neri, Eric Núñez, Alondra Olivas, Joshua Olivas, Iliana Ortiz, Levi Tena, Luis Ortiz Chaires, Patrick Palacio, Gianna Palacios, Salvador Palma, Rodrigo Parra, Damien Peña, Isaiah Pérez, Isaiah Pérez, Anthony Peraza, Miguel Pérez, Miriam Pérez, Fabian Piña, Daina Pineda Marrufo, Sergio Ponce, Jacqueline Ramírez, Alexandra Ramírez, Alexis Ramírez, Angel Quiñones, Julie Ramírez, Luis Ramírez, Daira Ramos, Ernesto Ramos, Ulises Ramos, Juliana Reveles, Ashley Rivera, Alexander Robles, Giselle Rocha, Alexandra Roddy, Juana Rodríguez, Nancy Rodríguez, Jesús Romero, Jesús Rosales, Joana Sáenz, Patricia Salazar, Cassandra Sanchez, Jeremy Sanchez, Karen Sanchez, Leonardo Serna, Deborah Serrano,
Twyla Shea. Emerald Singh. Carlos Solorzano. Myra Soltero. Paulina Soto. Yonadab Suárez. Alondra Torres. Aileen Trejo. Jasmine Valdez. Vanessa Valdez. Stephanie Valenzuela. Jeannie Vargas. Angel Vasquez. Michelle Vasquez. Hector Vasquez. Alan Velasco. Gabriela Velázquez. César Velo. Anthony Villagómez. Ashley Vizcaino. John Zavala. Gloria Zúñiga.
We'd like to make a correction or distinction. Isaiah Perez, we did not mention your name in the procession. We'd like to make sure that you're included. Thank you. Please stand. Isaiah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the Mountain View High School class of 2017. Let's give them a round of applause. Class of 2017, Mr. Martinez will narrate the Tassel ceremony.
All right, Lobos, congratulations once again. And at this time, you may move your tassels to the left, signifying that you are now officially the class of 2017 from Mountain View High School. Congratulations, students. Please stand, students. Congratulations.
This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for joining us today, and congratulations to your families. Parents, please meet your graduate in the north end of the Don Haskins Center. Thank you very much, and travel safe.
See you next time. A ver cuándo.